about you to make all my dreams come true. Just love me forever. Just love me forever. Tell me what can I do to get the chance for you to love me forever. Watching you smile when you FaceTime. Wishing we can be closer, but that'll take time. You busy chasing the bag. I admire your hustle, girl, you a bad chick. You probably wonder why I didn't save it, and I never will. And if another nigga do, you know I shoot to kill. Let me get off that. And girl, you all that in a bag of chips, I mean it. Ain't nobody else gonna never come between it when it comes to me and you. Girl, it's different connections. Got all these bitches hating and all of these niggas guessing from day one. I know that you were the one for me. All of my dark days, girl, you were the sun for me. And we done been through the mud. Nobody knows, but even diamonds gotta get pressure before they glow. I wanna thank you for loving me the way you do. I mean, if I'm forever when I say I love you. We don't say my love, no. But I want you to know how much I love you. So, baby girl, it's your smile, the way you walk, the way you talk. It's everything about you to make all my dreams come true. Just love me forever. Just love me forever. Love me forever. Tell me what can I do
DJ Slime.
to get the chance for you. Love me forever. Just love me forever.
Hey, cut it off, cut it off, cut it off, cut it off, cut it off. We gonna give him the whole goddamn song. We ain't gonna give him the whole goddamn song. What's happening? Y'all already know what it is, man. And we are back. We are back. We are back for our winter season. It feels good to be back, man. And y'all already know, in the words of one of the greatest talk show hosts in history, Mr. Varnell Hill, did you miss me?
Who is Varnell Hill? You keep saying
you don't know who Varnell Hill is, bro? How many times I do that reference every time I'm gone?
What show did he do?
What show did he do? Are you serious, J-Dub?
I don't know. Never heard of Varnell Hill.
You never heard of Varnell Hill?
And I'm in the broadcast.
Did you miss me? First off, I'm not gonna tell y'all. I appreciate you. First off, man. Thank everybody who tuning in with us tonight, man. I appreciate y'all. Stanley, don't be tuning in. You late. Stanley, Pastor Stanley is my co-host. Y'all wasn't gonna put him on the spot, but he decided he wanted to hop in the chat. You're late. So
Pastor Stanley,
we gonna
late.
We waiting on you,
Pastor.
But somebody tell J Doug, because I'm not gonna tell him. Can y'all leave a comment and let J Doug know, if you know, because you may not know, who Varnell Hill is and where he came from. But we are back for episode 19, man, of an intimate conversation with Jay Lyric. And it is called What's the Ultimate? We're gonna get into it. I'm gonna let the pastor break it down when he get here so he can explain. Oh, you must be at the door. You at the door? Oh, the door's locked.
All right, hold on 1 second.
Right. He's coming. But I'll let him explain to you what's the ultimate and what it means, man. First and foremost, I always want to give. Well, I'll wait till you get back. I want you to put my sponsors up there on the screen, brother. But did y'all miss me, man? If you missed me, send me some love, man. We're gonna post a link so y'all can give me a call. Come holler at me. I missed y'all. I've been waiting to get back up here and just talk my shit for a little bit. You know what I mean? Pastor Stanley. We're just gonna start the show at 8:15 from now on. I'm making a public service announcement. An intimate conversation with Jay Lyric from now on will now start at 8:15 on Tuesdays, because I can't seem to ever get my co-host here on time. I can't get my producer to have this shit on time. I texted him 5 hours ago about what to have, and know what he told me? I got it. Yet we here. He's still setting up. What's up, Stanley? What's up, Pastor? Hallelujah. What's up, Destiny?
I got to check on you ever since this weekend. You kind of
what happened this weekend? Oh, here he go. Man, nothing.
This weekend?
Nothing important. Nothing of importance. That's why you don't know. Exactly. These Florida State fans, I tell you.
Somebody lost.
Yeah, man. Florida
lost.
Florida State beat the Gators. Who cares? Nobody cares. Nobody cares, man.
And it was a Gator fan that helped me up too. That's the crazy part.
Now, what you mean they held you up?
I
Oh,
was on
that's
my
why
way
you was
here.
late. Oh, that's your excuse because
No,
the Gator fan held
seriously,
you
it
up.
was. When I looked at the tag, it was a Gator tag. I said, "Oh, figures."
Oh,
They haters,
that's
man.
what it was.
Yeah, that's how they do.
What's up, Stanley, man? What's good,
What's
bro?
going on, man?
Good to see you again. I see Stanley every 2 days. Seem like,
Yeah.
you know, man.
Not
Stanley
Skyping.
is,
Not
you
even
know,
Skyping now.
Stanley is. Let me give him a proper introduction.
No,
This is going to
no.
be my, my special co-host tonight. A good friend of mine, one of my close friends. He's my pastor. He's my liaison. He's my spiritual guider. He's my counselor when I'm in need. Pastor, governor.
Check.
Which one do you say
Check,
first?
check.
Do you say governor, pastor, or
I
pastor,
prefer the
governor?
governor. You can throw the pastor thing out. I
Nah,
prefer
but you
governor.
both. So we're gonna governor, pastor,
I won't be governor at the beginning of the year.
Stanley Platts.
I didn't run for re-election.
You didn't run for re-election this time, man. Hey, man, we got a good show for y'all today, man. What's the ultimate? Stanley, can you? I know what it means, but I feel like you can explain it to them, a little better than I can.
What's the ultimate?
What's the ultimate? Like, what does that mean? What's the ultimate?
I guess it's about marriage, right?
Right. This is
Is marriage the ultimate goal in life? Like, is that something that everybody should achieve in life? Or
Right.
even if you get married and get divorced, you can at least say, well, I did it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So is marriage the ultimate is
Right.
marriage the ultimate goal? So
yeah. Is marriage really the end goal? And again, man, if y'all just joined us, man, please get a like, a comment, a share. Please share with everybody on your timeline. Hell, send a link to your friends. They can tap in, man. We live on YouTube. Send it to everybody. We really want to have this conversation. I think it's a really good conversation. I think it's something that
With men.
yeah, we're having it with men. I think it's something that we should talk about. But before we do that, I want to tell y'all about a random conversation I had over the weekend, bro. I was coming out of Publix in the parking lot. Black
shopping is a pleasure.
Well, shopping is a pleasure.
That's right.
They treat you right over there at Publix. But we coming out in the parking lot, man, and this older black dude, it's kind of like black people kind of got that unspoken language that if we see one another and something go wrong, we both kind of give it a look like you seen that bullshit. So he kind of gave me that look, and I guess that look was the go he needed to have a conversation. Man, I was in the parking lot talking to this man for 45 minutes, no lie. Done shopping. And so we went into a whole big conversation, man. So I'm gonna ask y'all a question. Where are you from? Where you from, J-Dub?
Jacksonville.
Okay. Where you from, Stanley?
Jacksonville,
right? So this was a pro-black conversation that we was having, right? He was an older dude. So this what he broke down to me, man. I thought it was good information. So I said, I'm gonna
time.
What? A waste of time? It's not a waste of time. Let me show you.
Man.
Listen. So he said when you ask other races where they're from, they don't usually say, "Oh, I'm from Jacksonville." They usually say, "Oh, well, my family is from da-da-da-da-da, but I live here." Type.
I don't think that's true.
Most of them do it. Try it out.
Okay.
When y'all, I want to task everybody that is watching, that's here. Try it out. Go to one of the other races and just, hey man, where you from?
I'm from Wichita, Kansas.
Right. Some of them are gonna say, how many times do you meet black people that say, oh yeah, well, I'm a descendant of this land?
Because black people can't say for sure
right.
They is a descendant of something.
That's the point. That's the point.
So why we can't just go with what we know?
That's the whole point. The point is we need to learn. No. We need to learn where we come from, because if we don't know where we come from, they can just tell us anything. They know where they come from. They know they come from this place. They know the third generation of this person. We have no idea who we are.
Do y'all go to family reunions?
Yeah. We used to that. They're not even.
They don't have them no more.
Yeah, they're not as big as they used to be.
We don't got no family.
We used to do it every year, and it seemed like over. I ain't gonna say over the years, but like over decades, it's just starting to get smaller and smaller.
Niggas barely have Thanksgiving with their family these days.
They do.
Family reunion.
They do. But I thought it was interesting, man. And he said something else. He was talking about a conversation he was having with somebody, and he made it a race thing. And he asked him, said, "Why is it always about race?" Right. So I'm gonna ask everybody in the group, if you have the time, you don't have to do it, but I want you to write down America. Right, just the word America. J-Dub, write down America. Type it on your phone, real quick. Just type down America. Right. It was interesting, man. I thought it was interesting. So I want to share it with my people. Y'all, my people.
I put it in the chat.
Put it in the chat. All right. So yeah, put it in the chat. America. How many words do you see in America?
Now I gotta count. I'm drinking this one.
I ain't gonna make you count long. I'm gonna give you the answer. I just
Seven.
This nigga said 7. This nigga lying.
I mean, I see.
AMERICA. Yeah, that is 7.
Not letters, words. How many words do you see in America? This nigga. See y'all
slow.
Stop listening to J Doug, people.
What the hell?
Long story short, the man said, why you always got to make it about race? Because that is the basis of America. The word America in itself says, I am race. That's just some food for thought. But anyway,
I don't see it, but
you can take the letters out, take the I out. You can literally, it literally spells out I am race. The word, that is where it derives from, brother. But that's just food for thought.
I thought that was a Marigold special.
You got, hey, God, that's just some food for thought.
Oh, man.
That's just some food for thought.
Yeah, you actually can make that into there.
I'm telling you.
Like, if you break it up, yeah.
I'm telling you. But anyway, we here to talk about marriage, man. Is marriage really the end goal? And before y'all give y'all answers, me and J Doug just happened to scroll across this right before the show.
Mm-hmm.
Literally right before the show. I promise can't make this up.
Look at God.
So I want to look at him. Won't he do it? So this young lady, somebody posted it on Twitter, and she said, you know, Tia Mowry, she just got divorced and stuff like that.
She
right?
graduated. Yeah.
She graduated, right? So you are you familiar with this text?
That's what I don't.
Okay, so she says Tia Mowry said her marriage was successful, but it ended because she had evolved. She spoke about divorce being a graduation, not a failure. That success in a marriage is not about longevity, but if two people are happy together. This message is going to save some lives for real.
And destroy marriages.
And I want to tell y'all, I wish I had my glasses on, y'all, because the message that I'm about to preach to y'all this evening, I want y'all to receive it with a gentle heart, right? Because for some people, I'm not gonna be the bad guy in this situation and say, you know, marriage is bullshit, and that first off, we don't even know what we basing our marriage off of. You know what I'm saying? We base our marriage off of what's up? Okay. We basing our marriages off of. She told I got 11 on winning the game. Shannon, that wasn't the point. She here making words out of it. That's not the point. That's not the point.
They still playing.
Shayna is retarded. That's not the point, y'all. Don't be making up. They gonna be playing. I got 12. Y'all fools, man. That's why I love y'all. I missed y'all, man. I'm glad to be back. But I'm not gonna be the bad guy and say marriage is bullshit and that, you know.
No, I mean, I believe in marriage. A lot of people don't think I believe in marriage, but I really.
Why don't think you believe in marriage?
Because I'm not married and I'm not like in a rush to get married. So,
okay.
Like I'm really enjoying.
Why they be rushing us to get married?
Because it's some. I guess it looks like some form of success. He's married. He got a family. He's married. He got a family. But that's not the only means of being successful. So, and then by virtue of the type of person I am, people automatically assume, oh yeah, you need to hurry to get married.
Yeah, because you're the pastor. The pastor got to have a first lady.
Yeah, that's true, but I'm not the pastor.
You are the pastor. Can you pastor a church without having a first lady?
Yeah.
Okay, I know
a lot of pastors. Then even with that, if we can keep it real, a lot of the pastors that don't have wives, then people always assume they either gay or they hoes.
Right.
So it's no win.
Sometimes they both, but that's a different conversation. But nah, man. But before we even get to the before we even appreciate it, J Doug. Hey, I didn't give my shout out to my producer J Douglas the 13th, and I was waiting on him to get back because we didn't go through our sponsors, man.
Yeah, man, do your thing,
man. Running back, I just want to first and foremost, man, thank everybody again for tuning in with us this evening, man. We finna have a good time. But we gotta show love to our sponsors, man. The people that's showing me love, so I know I gotta show them love. First up, I want to give a shout out to my brother, A Fresh Step Carpet Cleaning Service. You got that, J Doug? I sent it to you last week.
You sent me something last week?
Yeah, I sent it to you last week. You should say that stuff. A Fresh Step Carpet Cleaning. They do cars, they do churches, businesses, any of your poultry needs, you know what I'm saying? They come to your house, whatever. But they are based out of Orlando, so it's only by appointment. They are trying to relocate and expand down here in Jacksonville. They show me love every time I go there. That's what do my car. So I'm showing them love. And y'all can follow them on all social media platforms at A Fresh Step CC. Spelled just like that. A Fresh Step CC, man. Tell them J Lyric sent you. Y'all know the motto. You might get a discount. You might not. Of course.
Just tell them J Lyric.
Just tell them J Lyric sent you, man. And of course, I got to show love to my brother over at Sinister Designs, man. You know, he always keep me rocking all the flyers, sporting apparel. He just did some stuff for AR-15, man. I don't even want to talk about that. But Sinister Designs for all of your sporting needs, your business needs. If you need something for, like, you got a car wash, you got a barbershop, you got a food or a restaurant food truck, and you just need some gear for your team, or you need some sports gear for whatever. These are the people who I hit up. Make sure you hit up Sinister Designs. And as you can see, I'm rocking that fly shit right now, man. So tell them I sent you. You may get a discount. May not. And of course, Tutti Fruity by Nicole for all of your edible arrangement charcuterie board. I still ain't got one. I'm gonna get me a charcuterie board, give me some red wine, and just sit there and be real bougie. But you can follow her on all her social media platforms.
What kind of board?
Tutti charcuterie.
See, I never knew that. I always saw the word, but I never knew.
Okay, so you gotta get around some more bougie friends.
Gotcha.
I got bougie friends, and they be
Gotcha.
like, "Oh, J Larry, do you want to come over here and have some cheese on that charcuterie board?" You know, so get you some bougie friends, man.
That means J Lear getting that quality pussy.
Hey, that means J Lyric is getting that quality networking. You got to network with everybody,
right.
But Tutti Fruity by Nicole, man.
He'd have left y'all
Just
hood
how it
rats
sounds,
behind.
y'all see, y'all can find her on all major platforms and tell her J Lyric sent you. That is actually my people, and they will definitely hook you up. I'm actually looking to buy a house next year, man. So,
Me too.
So when I
Me
purchase my home, I will be shopping with none other than Mr. Derek Richardson at D Sales, man. He is by far the best
I
realtor
trained him. I taught
in
him
this. You
everything he
trained
knows.
that guy?
Yeah,
That's my guy,
We go
man.
way back to public days.
And as you can see, all of his social media handles is D Sales Jax. Tell him J Lyric sent you, man. For you need selling the house or renting a house, buying a house, whatever you need, hit up my guy. And of course, shout out to everybody on the Live and On Point Network. While out, what is Reckless Wednesdays? Y'all still doing that?
Yeah, we
Reckless Wednesdays. Shout out to my guy, Macaroni Tony. You know, shout out Miss Piggy. Shout out Wendy. Shout out Nisha.
Yeah, we popping off.
You know,
everything be going
and
strong for the
last
winter
but
season.
not least, you know, when you get divorced, because we talking about marriage, and you need somebody to come spin them tunes at your divorce graduation, because it's not a bad thing now.
Yeah,
At your divorce graduation, make sure you hit up with nobody other than my guy, DJ Rashawn, aka DJ Slanging Them Things. Y'all know he do bar mitzvah, Chuck E. Cheese party, DZ. Y'all remember DZ? He used to do those.
Yeah, Discovery.
Hit my
Zone.
guy up, man. Let him know that J Larry sent you. Let's get into it.
And all these black Hebrew Israelites now, y'all.
Let's
should
get
be
into
having
it.
Some bar mitzvahs.
Let's get into it, man. Before we get into the question, is marriage really the end goal? I told you I had a question that I personally kind of wanted to touch on. I just want to know, why are we getting married? What are you marrying for? I want y'all to comment, call the link in there so they can call, man. Give us a call. I want to hear your voice. I want somebody to call in and talk to me and tell me.
Well, you know why some men get married off the rip? I can tell you.
Why is that?
Because some men get with women that they're not going to be able to keep unless they get married. You know what I mean?
Valid
Some
point.
nigga want to keep that pussy for the long term. Some nigga know how to keep a bitch long enough how they want them without getting married.
Okay.
Some niggas like, yo, if I don't get married to this bitch, she's so focused on damn marriage.
I'm a loser.
Yeah,
I'm a
she
loser,
gonna-
so-
that's her ultimate. You know
Okay.
what I mean?
Okay.
Because sometimes nigga get married because it's the woman ultimate. Like, that's they coming in the door type of thing.
It's funny you say that, but I'm finna go ahead and throw a contradiction in there. This is why I don't believe that. Then I don't believe not what you said, because what you said is valid as far as them getting married sometimes to kind of basically to trap her, to keep her. But I don't think that is the woman's ultimate. Let me tell you why I don't think it's the woman's ultimate. 70%. 70%. I did some research, y'all, for this. I'm ready today. And by research, I mean Google.
That's research.
70%. What do you think that number represents?
The amount of single
No.
black mothers.
No, you idiot.
Oh,
What do you think it represents, man? 70%. What y'all think represent? Throw it in there real fast.
What do you mean, like as far as like the race or
As far as marriage? I just said he said that.
Divorce?
I would say
No,
divorce.
70. It has something to do with. So
They get divorced
70%.
because of money.
70% of divorces are initiated by women. So how can you say that it's the woman's ultimate?
'Cause
If
that goes-
they ended, it's not their ultimate.
goes
Because
back to what
if it
I'm
was
saying.
their ultimate, then that'd be it for them.
But once they get that, then like I say, they would give up all that for some new dick. Women, that's their ultimate. Okay,
So she
I
got a
got
new
married. Yeah, now it's about the dick. Cause it's like, yo, I did it. Boom, boom, boom. My friends celebrate me. Half them bitches I'm not friends with no more, so it don't matter. I'm getting old. I want me some good dick now. I'll take a young nigga, broke. They ain't got nothing.
I love me
Blow
an old cougar
this
too, but I love me
back
an
out.
old divorcee cougar. Who's
What's the oldest you'll go to?
Ooh,
what's the
that's a good
oldest? What's the
question.
oldest I'll go?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Like
Like
dating or
age
smashing?
wise, like
Dating or smashing? Because there's two different age limits.
I'm just say
Damn.
both. I'm
Yeah,
just
me-
say both.
Dating,
That's
I
not-
probably
not the
won't
same.
date a woman over the age of 40. I probably won't date a woman over the age of 40. Like seriously, I don't think I can do nothing.
Man, I'm not
Wow.
dating no woman older than me, period.
You wild. But smashing depends on it. Can she still go? Is she still bad? Because these 80-year-olds been looking real good on TikTok.
80? Oh, damn.
I mean,
They've been looking real
y'all seen
good.
Patti LaBelle lately,
That's
right?
that civil
You see,
rights pussy.
hey, Angela Bassett, all them. Hey,
Oh, she was 65.
hey, I'm knocking them down without a doubt.
I don't want to be nowhere where niggas done half the niggas that done seen that pussy is dead. I don't want to be near that shit.
Man.
That's some graveyard pussy. Nigga.
It don't matter. Listen, I'm telling you, hey, when I had the cougar that I had slept with, one of the cougars that I slept with probably had the tightest vagina that I've ever had in my life.
Yeah, but I don't fuck with bitches if niggas done hit your pussy and they dead now.
This nigga stupid. He thought they hit your pussy and they dead. They ain't coming back. That mean that pussy yours.
Oh, damn.
Anyway, we getting off. So we ain't gonna tear it long. But yeah, what are we? Somebody,
You said 70%.
Oh, Joe Till say
Joe Tilly say, 2 incomes, bitch. I need that cash.
You said 70%
See,
of divorces
he
start
pimping.
by women.
70% are initiated by women.
I believe that. I believe that that's true. Because you got to look at the reasons why people get divorced. It ain't always about like infidelity and cheating. Finances, lack of sex drive.
I think I already told you this, so I'm not gonna ask you the question.
No, you probably didn't.
But if I didn't, you can answer since you said something about them getting divorced and the reason why they getting divorced.
Yeah.
What's the number one reason for divorce? What y'all think?
I think the number one reason
money.
I think money's number 2.
Well, I think it's money, but I just feel like motherfuckers will get to a point where they feel they're not gonna say this. They feel like they can do better. They be ready to move on.
But then
You
got
know
people
what?
that be broke when they get married.
That's absolutely correct.
So
That
money's
is
the number one
absolutely
reason?
correct. That is,
People not gonna tell
Listen.
the truth. People gonna talk around the truth. Oh, you don't make me feel good. I was telling DJ Slane this. You don't make me feel good. You won't do this no more. They start bringing up dumb shit that they know they don't care about.
so
Just because they can
the
do
number one reason for divorce. I've been doing my research on Google. It used to be, sex, communication, and finances. That was the top 3 reasons for divorce. As of today, 43% of marriages end in divorce because of basic incompatibility. What J Doug literally just said.
Okay.
I just
can
don't.
see that
I just
nowadays.
don't. And I blame social media,
I was
and
just
I don't
about to say
blame
that.
it, but I don't blame it in a negative sense.
I
don't blame
blame
it.
social media because
plays a part.
social media do make motherfuckers think they can do shit that they can't.
I don't blame it in a negative sense. This is why, because if before social media, most people don't travel. You know what I'm saying? Most people never leave their hometown.
Mm-mm.
Mhm.
So for somebody, could you imagine somebody who never left their hometown their entire life? They've been married for 20 years,
Mhm.
and then they moved to LA.
Mhm.
Mhm.
This is what they used to. I'm used to this type of man or this type of woman. I'm used to this type of situation. I'm used to this type of environment.
Mhm.
Social media has broadened that environment.
Mhm.
Now it's like, okay, I used to like that.
Yeah, because your woman could get online and see a
Increase the
nigga.
appetite.
She can
And
see
change
about
the
100
appetite.
niggas doing better than you. She see niggas driving Hellcats,
Right.
foreigns, and you got them in her damn car.
Right.
She like, oh no, I can do better than
Like-
this.
Like
I got a nigga with
Pastor
a car
Stanley said
in my DM.
Pastor Stanley said it changed the
Yeah,
appetite.
change the appetite.
So now, so that's crazy. After X amount of years of us being married, the reason that we really finna get divorced is because I'm really not into you no more.
But do you really love the person? Because I'm like, I feel like everybody don't fall for their ego like that towards like, yo, I got to be with the best of the best. I think some people keep a stable mind and be like, yo, I still love this person. I want the best for this person. I don't trust nobody other than this person.
I think that should be the basis to get married. But
Man, let me tell y'all something.
It's a little different.
Let me tell y'all something. Love ain't got shit to do with marriage.
You don't think so?
What's love,
No.
man? What is that?
That's another question.
That's a good
First off, we all interpret love differently.
Yeah.
I can say that I'm in love with this woman because I posted something earlier this week and I said, can you be in love with more than one person? The consensus was most of them was like, nah, you can't, right? But my rebuttal to that was, how many children do you have?
But the thing about it is, we all like God. And God can love all these motherfuckers, and they crazy as hell,
Right.
doing all type of shit.
Right.
I can't love two people.
Right.
God can love 500 million motherfuckers.
That
But
was
I can't love one.
But
And I'm
that's
supposed
my
to be just like
argument.
him.
That was my argument.
Ain't that
So
a
I
bitch?
said, okay, so you're saying that you can love all of your children equally, but you can't love two people equally. So what you're trying to, so if that's the case, if I can't love two people equally, then you must love one of those kids more.
The short, I like to talk about what people think in their mind. The shorty is at a woman version and men version of this. I can't control you if you have another option. See, it's easy to control one person. Let me have one wife because that's going to be easy for me to control as a human being. Let me have one husband so I can control him. Most motherfuckers can't control their damn self, so they damn should know they can't control two people. So that's why they narrow it down like that. See, we don't talk about all the control and
Man,
the stuff that come with marriage.
right.
It's about control.
Right. They don't, that's Jada.
You gotta
Doug is on it tonight.
Yo,
Bro,
preaching tonight.
listen,
This shit
I don't
every
know.
day.
I don't know if y'all listening,
People
but this
don't know
nigga
it's
is
fake
teaching.
every day.
Bruh, marriage has, when did it start being about love?
Just
When?
nothing to do with love, bro.
When? It has nothing to do with love. Marriage, how it originated, first off, we already know that it was men with multiple women. But we can go past that when it was just one man and one woman. Regardless, marriage was arranged. It was based upon social status.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Political
Back in the day,
stance. Hey, I'm the king of this country. I got a son. You the king of this country. You got a
Mhm.
daughter. We've been beefing for centuries.
Mhm.
We're about to arrange that marriage, unite our nations,
Mm-hmm.
and they're gonna procreate.
Mm-hmm.
And now we have
A bigger-
descendants of both of our nations.
Some mulatto baby.
That's what it's about.
But I think a lot of us look at, of course, we live in the Western part of the world, so we got our own interpretation of marriage, but they still do that, in the Middle East and all that.
But this my thing is,
they still do
we
it that way.
switch the interpretation of marriage and how we represent it,
Mhm.
but we still don't follow the principles that we are putting on marriage. We vow to love, honor, and obey till death do us part. Right? Because this is all based upon love, and love is supposed to be undying and enduring, and not all the things that love is supposed to be. We ain't doing that in marriages, because as soon as somebody do something that one person do not like, 9 times out of 10,
Yeah.
well, not 9 times out of 10, let's say 5 times out of 10, because 50% of
But
marriages
we can't say it
end in
like
divorce.
they do it
Mhm.
something that they don't like. Once you make somebody feel insecure in that control, it's over. It's not about what they like. You can do shit motherfuckers don't like all the time. Motherfuckers still stay with people that do shit that they don't like because why? I still got control over this nigga. I
Mhm.
control where he stay. I control his money. I control this. I still got some type of control. But once that control is not secure no more, relationship over, bro.
But I asked this question one time. One of my married friends, like when they get married, they be like, when they say they vows, they say for better or for worse. So if that's the case, nobody should be getting a divorce, right? If you're
Right.
saying for better or for worse.
Absolutely.
Look at these celebrity marriages.
Absolutely.
Kim Kardashian and Kanye West. Why
Yeah.
did they break up? Not because they have a problem with money, because they already fucking other people while they married. So it's not
Right.
about the sex with them.
Mhm.
It's about Kim Kardashian can no longer control Kanye, what he says, what he thinks. I gotta just leave
Mhm.
now because that control has been threatened.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? That's what it's about, bro. That's what it's about. Motherfucker seeking the world, looking who they could control because everybody insecure. So motherfucker want to dominate over somebody. It's a real sick thing.
Drop the link for them to call in. I want to talk to somebody tonight, man.
Yeah,
I want to hear what somebody got to say. I want somebody to tell me, what are you marrying for? We tonight we're gonna dissect this marriage thing and what we want from it.
But I think a lot of people now getting married. I just saw somebody make this post today. They was like, man, it look like everybody just get married just to do it. But I think a lot of people get married because it's a social media boost. Like I post right now that I proposed to a girl. No doubt in my mind. At least
Facebook reward
1,500
algorithm.
Yeah, 1,500, 2,000 likes off the bat. You know, then if I
That's
get
about
married,
50%, 40 to 50.
You know, so it gives you that boost. Like, oh snap! You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people really get married because of that.
They get married. They get married for the show
right now.
You know what it is too? These women don't even have nothing that they finna do different when you marry them. I'm like, what the fuck do I'm trying to start to ask the $1 million question that men should have been asking for years. What the fuck do I get? See, we be doing a lot of shit and don't get nothing.
Facts.
This motherfucker, okay, yeah, get with a woman with kids. I could get with a woman with kids. Well, what the fuck do I get?
Right.
What do I get other than motherfucking
J-Dub?
She's
extra
the prize,
bill,
J-Dub.
lower pockets?
J-Dub, do you not remember like episode 2?
What did you say?
And we was having, me and Nicole was having a conversation about what men get out of relationships. And we had this big old argument about peace of mind.
But
That
you
was
get
the
that
answer.
out of
You gotta bring more to
relationship.
that.
Once you get over the fact that, I don't got no regular pussy that I'm finna roll over and hit, that's fine.
Now, again, like I said, I'm not going to be the bad guy tonight, right? So I'm going to give you, there is benefits to being married, right? So it is something that men do get if marrying the right woman. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about selection.
But I think we should make it like a situation where at the end of the day, marriage is a choice. You don't have to get married, because everybody ain't meant to be married. So
you know what I just think? I thought of an idea.
What's that?
What?
Every man, if only the way marriage can work, if men get married while they're young, you got to go from your mama to your wife. You can't be out here and experience freedom as a man and doing your own thing and then think you finna go to a woman and be controlled. I don't think it's gonna work.
I think like what Stanley said, that everybody not meant to get married, but I think we been so conditioned to like that being the end goal for that it was preached to us, like everybody, that was the end goal. So it's like, even though we may realize that, hey, it might not be for me, we still attempt this shit because that's the end goal for all the old. They got to get married. So,
but some people can say the ultimate goal for getting married is to make sure the black community is moving forward. Because a good question, that's a kind of cool, like marriage, but how can we move forward as a black community if we don't build families and those type of institutions? Because the other culture, they're doing it.
Yeah, they doing it.
Hey, man, shout out my girl Shayna the Mogul Cherie, man. Again, thank you for that blog she wrote up about my past concert. Hey, call. I want to hear. What do you mean? She said a lot of people settle.
I agree with that. I know a lot of people that.
I want to call. Give me a call. I want to hear that.
Yeah, the link in the comment section. Anybody want to copy and paste and
they settle? I think it's a settle. It's called settling down.
But I think they settle for who they feel like. They don't settle for who they really wanted or who they really pursued.
They just for who they could control.
You know what? I don't think it's a settle. You know why? Because marriage ain't about love.
I know
it's not about love. So say it.
I know somebody. I ain't gonna say none of it. I'm gonna just say it like, I know somebody right now that got married only because they got tired of waiting. So they wanted to get married by a certain age, have kids by a certain age, and they just
that's the best time to marry a bitch, because now she want to get married. So
but guess what?
She gonna fall into that role.
But you weren't really in love with the dude or none of that,
right? Is she still married?
Yeah, but you ain't. But you're not happy.
You know why? It ain't. Why are we basing? If I don't love him, I'm not happy. Marriage is not about love. That's why people are quote unquote settling, because they're not settling. They're really picking the best partner.
Somebody married, call in, please.
They're really picking the best partner. You know what I'm saying? For what they have for their situation. You know what I'm saying? It's a business decision. Yeah, it ain't about being in love. Because trust me, if they can, the person they want to be, the person that they really want to be with, the person they probably in love with, probably a hoe.
Yeah.
probably
Because
doing something that they don't like.
Because
You know what I'm saying?
realistically,
But that type
yeah.
of thinking that probably could keep you from getting married.
Yeah,
'Cause
it
you
will.
can't think like, oh, she probably a hoe. So that's how I
No.
be thinking. I'm like, man, that bitch
No,
probably a
I'm
hoe.
not saying that's gonna keep it from marrying her, but that's not the person. You 9 out of 10, bro. My goddad told me this, bro, and I hope my godparents ain't watching.
Oh Lord.
But I got 2 godparents,
They
so
just tuned in.
I'm gonna say about one of them. One of them told me, he said that he ain't married his wife because he loved her the most, or because she was the baddest out of the crew. He said he married her because she held it down the most. She was the one that was, when I needed something, like she was really his best business partner. I needed something done. Does he love her? Absolutely. They've been married for a very long time.
Mhm.
But he didn't base his decision on marrying her because, oh, I'm in love with her. His decision was it was more of a logical decision than an emotional one.
Mhm.
And a lot of women, that's why 70% of marriages are initiated by women, because when they decided they want to get married to a nigga, they marry him based off of emotion. And when that emotion dies, so does that marriage.
Mhm.
And now they like, oh,
No, I agree, because I know a few people that said that like they was not in love with the person that they married when they first. Now over the time they grew in love with them, but at the initial part, no, they just got married because it was just a good decision at that point.
right.
So-
It's a good decision. Economics play a huge part in the car.
Mhm.
It's a huge part. Right now, boy, if you're in a relationship, boy, it's hard to get out of it.
Oh, you got some comment coming up.
You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
Put them on there. Well, let me see them. We know a lot of people settle, 44, actually 50% of marriages, but 44.2% of marriages
What that
end
referring
in
to?
divorce.
In
Divorce as of 2020, as of 2022.
and see, that's what I'm noticing. Divorces are just as popular as marriages now. So it's like,
Because it's a graduation.
yeah, that's right. And,
It's
and
graduation
even when
now.
she made that statement, I
Did you
didn't
read
agree.
it already?
I didn't agree.
I
with
did.
that. Yeah.
I read it.
Read it again. Read it again.
Read it again for those who missed the
Yeah.
for those who missed. But
With the
guess
biscuit.
what?
And tell them where you get it from too.
I'm gonna tell them. But listen, she ain't the first person to say that. They've been
Oh,
having
no, not at
divorce
all.
parties, right? They've been having divorce
That's
parties.
the first time I heard a motherfucker say she done did.
She graduated.
She done made it. She
All
done
right,
made
y'all.
it seem like, yo, bitch, if you ain't got a divorce, you ain't there yet.
So for
what
y'all,
type of shit is
for
that?
those of y'all,
Yeah.
for those of y'all who just tuning in with us, man, we're talking about marriage and is it really the end goal? And one of the sisters, she just went through a real public divorce that everybody was like, oh my gosh, no, not her. And this is what she had to say about that divorce. And she said her marriage was successful, but it ended because she had evolved. She spoke about divorce being a graduation, not a failure. That success in a marriage is not about longevity, but if 2 people are happy together. This message is gonna save some lives for real.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. Motherfucker don't leave the first year they not happy. Y'all motherfucker probably was unhappy probably like 4 years y'all was together. So stop it. You acting like y'all was happy the whole 10 years, and then
But it's
the
for
day-
better. It's
the
for
day
better or
after
for worse.
10 years, you were like, I'm not happy no more.
I'll put myself out there for a minute. Yeah, Stanley, I know you remember this situation, right? First off, y'all, it doesn't matter. You in this shit for life. It's supposed to be for life. To death do us part. So you may be unhappy for a year, 2 years, whatever. The goal is to endure that together. That was supposed to be the purpose of marriage. So I remember, Stanley, you remember when I had moved to North Carolina to go be with this young lady?
Mhm.
And at the time, this young lady was married, and she was going through a divorce. And I called Stanley and I said, I really want to mess with her, bro, but I don't really want to, you know what I'm saying? Because of my spirituality, I don't want to really be with her until she go through this divorce or whatever. Long story short, she get divorced, we get together. But before she got divorced, though, this is the kicker. Before she got divorced, before I even pursued her like that, we was having a conversation and she was telling me how long she had been married and that they was filing for divorce. And this is what I told a woman that I was dead into, wanted to be with. But this is what I told her. I said, and I asked her the same thing I asked y'all tonight. What's the purpose of your marriage? You know what I'm saying? What's the goal? You're gonna be together. I thought if y'all want to be together forever, what's 10 years of happiness? What's 2 years of being unhappy to 20 years of happiness?
Mm.
Because you're supposed to be in this shit for the long haul.
But see, this like what you said, bitches is caught up in their feelings. So
Because-
if it don't feel good, it ain't right.
Right.
See, people thinking it's a lifetime of feel good. You hold a man to a standard of you have to make me feel good for a lifetime. And I don't even know, you can't even take a year off. And
But
like you
listen.
say, if you make a bitch and she cause you can be like, yo, damn, I'm down the dump about my relationship, but I'ma stick in it as a man.
Right.
And then you stick in it, and then 9 months later you get rejuvenated about your shit. Like, yo,
Right.
I'm looking out for my girl now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You on a different wave. You got a different energy. You got a different spark. Man, bitch, you on fucking somebody else in 9 months. Oh,
Right.
You
Listen,
you wasn't serious then. Shit, bitch.
But
I'm human like you, bitch. I got up, I got downs.
I don't think people really understand. Like we as human beings, we evolve after so many years.
Right.
Like I'm not the same Stella I was 5 years ago.
So you have to, when you
So,
go
yeah,
into
when
your
you
new
married, yeah.
Stanley, you have to give yourself time to reset,
right.
update,
Mhm.
reinvent yourself, especially when you're an artist like me. You always thinking
Yeah.
of new styles and how to, know what I
Listen,
mean,
I'm not
refreshing
mad.
yourself.
I'm
I
not,
look
I'm
nothing like
not
I
mad
did
at
2
I'm
years
not
ago.
mad at Tia. And what she said.
I don't agree. I don't like that.
As
And
far as
if-
her throwing like it's a great that part I don't agree
I
with.
think
But
she
as,
did that to make herself feel better.
but as
about
far
the decision
as
she made.
being evolved, I don't disagree with that because we change, bro. Everything change is such a powerful word, and it happens at an
but
instant.
this is my problem with people like Tia.
Okay.
Okay, y'all publicly act like, well, I'm not gonna say act like, but you're publicly
Putting on this
presented
show,
as
right.
like the model,
Mhm.
one of the model couples,
Right.
And then y'all giving all this marriage advice to people and telling people how to stick in their marriage and have a healthy, long-lasting marriage and stuff. And then you come out of nowhere after you get a divorce and say, "Oh, I feel like I graduated." So it's kind of like you gave these people false hope. You know what I'm saying? So that'd be my thing.
Well,
with
like
a
she
lot of
said, it
celebrities.
ain't about
people.
longevity. It's about
Nah,
but it can be about, hey, you and this person needing each other. Just like you say, some people for a reason and some people for a season.
Yeah. But I think when you say marriage,
unfortunately, in the time, especially in the times that we live in,
Mhm.
and the reason that is because marriages are not based off of what they were intended to be based off of. That's why they don't last forever. Like I said, marriages was supposed to be based off of bringing nations together and power and
The
political stances.
community.
Yeah.
That's not what marriage is about now.
But that's what it
marriage,
should be about.
marriage now is about love. And when that love dies, or when we evolve from this love, or and that happens, like, and it's a conversation.
And you right about that because bitches don't care nothing about the black community. They
Right.
they don't think about that shit when they
Cass
get in a
says,
divorce.
seems like she outgrew their relationship, but relating it to her graduation was weird. You're right,
That was
and she
very
did.
weird.
But guess what? It's a hard conversation that a lot of us are afraid to have in our relationship. So instead of having a conversation and saying, "Hey, man, you know what? The relationship just not working for me no more," we'll go out and we'll cheat, and it end anyway. Now it ended worse than it could have ended if you just came and said, "Hey, I've evolved. You helped me get to this person that I am, and I thank you for that." It's unfortunate.
Mhm.
It don't last. Jasmine, in the words of Jasmine Sullivan, forever don't last that long.
Mm.
So we
Mhm.
too busy trying to base our marriages and our relationships on something as minuscule as love. When that shit changed, like my interpretation of love back in the day is not my interpretation of love now. Back in the day, I would have given everything I had.
Because you've had different experiences since
Right.
then.
I have. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mm.
But I also, but it just changed how. It's not saying I don't love no more. It just changed how I go about loving and the importance I put on certain things. You know, but instead of having that conversation, say, "Hey, man, we just outgrew each other. We just evolved." It's hard. It's hard.
But
It's
I
hard.
feel like if you have evolved and you are married, at least make it. At least having a situation. I think it needs to be a mutual agreement to where like you all are going to make a decision. All right, are we going to try to adjust to this new evolution of who you are now, or are we just going to split?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, don't just. And that was my thing. Like with what she said, I just felt like she got to a certain point in life, and I may be wrong, but based on what that statement tells me, I got to a certain point in life. I don't need him in my life anymore. I've graduated. I'm going on to do other things. So it's kind of like, okay, what about him though? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like that was a kind of one-sided comment, and I don't know. I don't like it.
I'm gonna throw a couple more statistics out there for y'all.
Yeah, this is what I wanted to say. Did you look up the statistics of how many black women in the region they lead?
Oh no, I'm pretty sure them numbers would have been higher. I didn't even look up. But listen, I didn't even look up black women because I didn't even want to just put it on black women. I'm putting it on. This is on everybody across the board because this ain't about race. This is literally a generational thing.
Yeah, this really is.
It's a generational gap. Like for instance, the baby boomers, the older guys, when they got married, then they started their careers, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's why their marriages lasted a little longer. Their wives put up with a little more. These all right, put them up there. These new ones,
I mean, yeah,
they starting their career first.
I mean, because like back in our grandparents' generation, your granddaddy could have babies all down the street, but grandma wasn't leaving your granddaddy.
We're gonna read some of these comments, and I'm gonna give y'all some more statistics on marriage and divorce, man. But Casman Brown says seems like she outgrew their relationship, but related into graduation was weird.
Yeah,
it was weird, but
weird.
guess what? They do it all the time. They be like, "Oh, divorce parties." Right? It's the same thing. She just called it what
do guys have divorce parties?
Do guys? I don't know. Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't have one. Maybe I should have.
Or divorce. I don't know.
What that is? Yo, BRG. Why you took them off? I was gonna read them.
Oh, okay. I know. I thought he was up.
Shayna the Moga Cherie said cheating does make it worse. Of course, instead of just having that conversation and say, "Hey, man, it's just not working," but we so scared that we gonna hurt them by saying that it's not working that we gonna sneak around and make it worse.
I mean, or you could just have an open relationship, stay married.
Yo, RBG said Tia was probably 100% loyal to him. She a church girl. We ain't probably. We ain't saying we're not going to attack nobody. We don't know what they did in their marriage. I don't disagree with her saying that she evolved. I don't disagree. I don't disagree with that.
Involved to
he
what?
Also said,
Right.
I see marriage as a business. You're supposed to build each other brand. I see marriage these days as nothing but a come up for women, especially if the man has money.
That's why we got to change these laws as men and stop sitting here and arguing with each other about dumb stuff and trying to protect these women and start getting these laws back in our favor. So even if we don't stay with a woman, we can get our kids.
Shayna say being equally yoked makes the marriage last. Wendy said something. You can put it on the screen, and I kind of want to comment on. She said, "I ain't my grandma nor my great grandma. If I'm not happy, or if the marriage is not respected, I'm out." I get that.
She got a longer comment too on the screen too.
All right, and she also says it's no longer purely about love until death. Attention spans are short with everything nowadays. Most people just get married and have lavish weddings for display, especially on social media. Of course, they want to, so they can post a little videos and stuff. But this is my question, Wendy. If you said if marriage is not respected, I'm out. So if marriage is not respected, right? How do you, I know for a fact these relationships not. So what are we doing? Like what are we doing? If marriage is not respected, if you ain't gonna respect, I know you're not gonna respect just a relationship. So my question is, what are we dating for? Are we dating for love or are we dating for help?
I think that's a personal
dating to have
preference.
A good time, man. Shit.
I mean, some people have different reasons for dating. So, but I think you need to be straight up with the person you're dating and let them know, because you could be dating somebody that may be dating you for the intent to get married,
right,
and they may not be your mindset. So people have different reasons for dating.
Is that a deal breaker? Like, say you get in, like I'm talking. I'm not talking about dating, just hanging out. I'm talking about seriously dating, like in a relationship. What are we in a relationship for?
Like exclusive.
Yeah, what are we exclusive? If we don't respect marriage, what are we in this relationship for? Are we dating? Like I said, are we in a relationship for love? Or are we in a relationship because
it works
because we need help?
Look at Oprah and Stedman. It works.
It does. It does, man.
And Stedman ain't complaining. Oprah ain't either.
So, just a couple of statistics on the on marriage, man. I just kind of did you know that you are 75% more likely to end marriage and divorce if you're friends with a divorcee?
Yeah, I can believe that.
And I've been divorced twice, so you motherfuckers is screwed.
So your friend
I'm about to cut you off if I get married.
I'm old, so if I get married now, I'm married. I ain't got time for no divorce.
And I feel like that's me. Like if I
feel like I'm getting married, if I get and where I'm at now, I'm not getting married without a of what I call a man plan B. And I just encourage you, man, have your own property, have your own cars, have everything separate, and have your wife and your family. But I'm tired of hearing men getting a divorce.
That's just spending money for nothing.
No, but you can't get a divorce and then you 50 years old, gotta go live with your mama and rebuild your life all back over again. Already have your
Hey,
life.
it's funny that you
built.
say that. Why is it that anytime a divorce happens, the man usually goes back and go live with a parents or somebody, but the woman be good?
State laws.
Because
the
they say we gotta change these
Nah,
laws.
you know why? You know why it is? In my assumption, this is an opinion, guys. Don't. Oh my God, this is my opinion. You know why it is?
Why?
Because
men weak.
Men give more.
No, men weak.
We give more.
Cause when the bitch say, get out the house, nigga be like, man, okay, let me
No.
get on up.
His name on
Nigga be
No.
like, nigga, I ain't going nowhere, bitch. Your ass get out. See, we gotta learn how to kid. No, I got the kids. Well, the kids get the fuck out too until we figure this out. Go to your mama house.
Nah,
bitch.
you know why we
See,
don't do
gotta
that?
get like
Because
that as
we
men.
give more. We're not gonna
Yeah,
say we gonna
because
leave.
we got stupid niggas and bitches in the black community that sit around talking about something. You ain't no real man. You done get your wife and your kids out. No, the bitch acting crazy had to go. I ain't finna
kick
go.
your ass out.
Oh, you in here by yourself? Where your family? They gone, nigga. I kick their ass out. My kids too. I think I'm finna go live with my mama hard as I motherfucking work. And you think I'm finna go in somebody's house and watch my mouth as a man? Bitch, you crazy.
And honestly,
Get your
I
ass
agree
out
with
my
J-Dub.
house.
I agree with J Dub. If I
Fuck out
spend
of
my
here,
money
bitch.
on
Get your
paying
ass
bills,
on.
Oh wow, yeah.
no, you're not gonna put me out my
It's
house.
not
You gonna have to.
angry,
You gonna have to
Jasmine.
evict me.
Right.
I'm not angry, but this stuff, I just think about this stuff every day. I be like, this stuff is like,
Like I don't even like when I hear
ABC.
married couples talking about the wife made the husband sleep on the couch. What you mean sleep on the couch?
Right. In my house.
That's my bad too.
That's what I'm saying. Men is
Nah.
weak. So we let these women get into government. We vote them in stupidly. We be sitting here talking about some man.
I just had this conversation too.
We be sitting
Oh,
talking
God.
some man. Let LT Maxine speak, bro. We be sitting here acting dumb, and we knowing good well this woman ain't making out a tap of sense. Ain't in there fighting
I'm
for nothing
dead.
that we need. But black men don't want to take the lead because we feel like we don't want to compete with the white man. We got to get past that bullshit and let's get and stop trying to compete with each other and let's actually get into the game where it's real. Like, 'cause we want to play one-on-one with each other, and when we win, we both go on broke. We don't want to compete with the white man because we feel like they're gonna crush us. Let's get crushed. Some of us will get crushed, but it's all good.
So y'all don't believe in happy wife, happy life.
Hell no.
No, I
don't
believe
either.
in goddamn.
Hell no.
I believe in the man
Happy
first.
wife because if
Because
I
I'm like, what about the happy husband?
We gotta
Right.
bring back when America first started. It was the man first. Think about this: the white man didn't give a fuck about his wife. Didn't give. White man say, "I let a nigga vote before I let my wife and my daughter vote." Fuck y'all. See, we have to get back to that.
But then they gonna
See,
say
the
you
white man
suppressing
had the
women.
white
listen,
type of thinking.
Listen, I'm not. I don't care about that. I'm not for
They gonna say J-Dub,
trying
he's
to.
a woman.
Yeah,
he's a
I ain't
woman
trying to
suppressor.
make it seem like I'm inferior to a woman. I'm not. I don't want that. That's not what That's not what we need. What we need to do is just be fucking real. Just be real.
We gotta
Be
get back to respect
be
one
real.
another,
For
though.
first off, men, you got to be selective.
Yeah.
You got to be selective on who you chose because you can't. Marriage ain't for everybody, but it's for somebody. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? But if you decide to get married, make sure you make the right choice. You know what I'm saying? Where somebody's bringing you something other than just love or just this. Make sure that they checking all of your boxes. You know what I'm saying? So we got to be really selective, bro.
Mhm.
And we be getting distracted by that glitter. You know what I'm saying? Because it look good, sound good, but then when we get it, and
Be
she
a lemon.
literally has nothing that we stuck in the situation. You know, so I don't think it ain't nothing about men being weak. None of that shit. Men just need to just be men, bro. Like, call it how you see it. Like, that's our house. I ain't going no fucking where.
But we let these black women punk us, man, and that's what it really boiled down to. And I was talking about this the other week on my show. I said we got to start back getting into these women business and start back taking the lead, not to get in there to be a chatty patty.
Nah, see, you trying to be. See, first off, that shit not going. That is not going to work.
That's gonna work.
It's not going to work.
You don't
That's
think
gonna
so?
work.
It's not going to work.
And I know I thought about today too. We can even start swinging on these women. You know what I mean? And not in a, because it's only domestic violence if you swing on your girlfriend. But if you just slap a regular bitch in the streets, that's just simple assault. That's not on your record
fucking
looking bad.
crying,
These are the thoughts
bro.
of
You can tell the job
Hey,
that, yo, I had to slap a nigga at
These
the
are the
door
thoughts
because
of
he was
J Dub.
crazy.
These thoughts should not be associated with or related to the product, brand, or services of J Lyric.
Warning. This program is intended for mature audiences. It contains true situations used for learning purposes. The opinions expressed do not reflect the views of Live and On Point Network and is protected by the First Amendment and the Ranters Union. Viewer discernment is advised. Read a goddamn book and form your own opinion. Good day.
That part.
Okay, now we can turn
That
it
part.
up.
That part, bro.
But this toss that out there, as an idea.
But seriously though, man, I'm dead. This nigga J Doug is a freaking.
But you know,
But
though,
you
I
gonna-
do want to say this.
But I don't think it's gonna work.
I do want to say this. I think when it does come to a marriage, and I do get what J Doug's saying, totally do. I think women got to get back to the point of let the man be the head
Being
of the
submissive.
household. Exactly. You
Being
said in your vows
submissive.
to obey.
Really be
and honor.
submissive.
Yeah, like you got to know your role. It's not that we try to tell you, oh, you can't live your life, you can't fulfill your dreams, you can't do none of that. But don't feel like you got to like be the head of the household. That's the man job. You know what I'm saying? So that's why a lot of
That-
marriages don't work out.
All that still ain't gonna fix the marriage problem.
It ain't gonna fix it, but it'll like at least have some type of
But
establishment.
good news for those who who are still intrigued and want to get married.
Yeah.
The marriage rate is going down, but so is the divorce rate. So what does that mean?
People ain't getting married.
No,
Motherfucker
what
getting
that means
smart.
that means is people aren't getting married. The majority is not getting married no more, but the people who are getting married are actually staying married.
What's a good age to get married?
That's a good question because I did
I would say in
my
your
Google
30s.
search. So the best age, based on the research,
Mhm.
to get married is the age between 28 and 32.
I agree.
Those are the highest percentages of the marriage
agree.
actually working.
I agree with that.
I don't know the percent. I don't know the stats on if you do it outside of that, but I
agree
know
with
that 28, 32, you still got a shot, brother,
Yeah.
sister. Still got a shot.
I mean, it's over for me, but
Yeah, you out of there.
yeah, I'm out of
Out of there. J
pocket.
Dub, you still got a shot. I'm
got
on
a
the
shot,
cusp,
J-Dub.
baby. I'm on the cusp. I'm on the cusp, man.
Why ain't nobody calling in, man? I want to.
They don't want to talk to us
scared.
tonight.
They don't
Yeah,
talk
they
to
don't
us.
they don't want to talk tonight. Y'all want to talk
Got
to us
some
tonight. Nobody want to
comments
call
coming
in. I thought I was gonna get some regulars to call in at least.
Yeah, hit the link. Hit the link.
Hit the link. We want to hear some voices. Hey, I got a quick question, real quick.
Mhm.
This is off the topic of. Well, I guess it is on the same topic of marriage. Is it cheaper to keep her?
No.
No.
It depends on
'Cause
what
I
you
don't
got
think
with
so.
her.
No,
Depends on what y'all got. What y'all got going.
I-
I mean, because most people say that they think about child support and stuff like that, but it still ain't cheaper to keep them because
It depends. It
Cost you
depends.
something,
Right. It depends on what you're willing to lose.
That's right.
Mhm.
If you're willing to lose money, then get rid of her.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's cool. Take your piece instead. Because if you decide that you're gonna keep her around just for the simple fact, oh, I don't want this to happen. Now your mental is fucked up.
Mhm.
I would rather lose my money than my mental because I can always go make some more money. Once I lose my mind, it's gone.
Mm.
I agree.
So, is it cheaper to keep her?
It depends on what y'all got going on. Now you got you a woman and y'all been together some years and y'all got like 3 kids. It's gonna be cheaper for you to keep that woman than be responsible for 4 people once you leave that house. So I would think so.
Because I know people that wait till their kids grow up, turn 18, and then they get a divorce.
Yeah.
They only stay together just to raise the kids together. But when they
That's
get older,
correct.
they out of there.
Because if you really don't want to be with a bitch, hey, I ain't gonna
So why
smash you
do
no
that?
more.
So I like you say that because J Doug always talking about how we got all these broken homes and the house, the homes ain't the family ain't the same no more. How do you feel about that? How you feel about a man staying at home until those kids are adult age and
That's
then
what
leaving?
every man should do. That's what I tell even the women that's single. I say, hey, don't get no man. Focus on raising your kids for 18 years. Make sure they straight. Don't be trying to get your back blown out and all that no more.
Hey, listen,
Focus on raising your kids 18 years, and then when
I
they
can-
turn 18, then go
I
get you a
I
man.
can kind of agree to that, bro.
The
because
kids need the
they need
attention
that,
when you
yo.
don't got no
not even
attention to
not
give
even
to
that, not even
nobody
that them needing
else.
the attention, bro. Just for me being a father, you know what I'm saying, and dating.
Mhm.
That shit is difficult. You know
And what you
saying?
need so much attention for?
That shit is difficult. So I think it is. It may not work for everybody, but I think it is smart to kind of like, I wouldn't say 18. I would say like to
a 16 today,
right, something like that. Something
today,
like
like,
a
then
reasonable
you start
age.
going to meet you somebody, you bring
Yeah.
them in, and then your son is not like, oh, hey, what's up?
Because right now in this
it's over.
right now, first off, with these statistics, with the lack of respect and foundations of marriages, and the lack, so if they don't respect and have no foundation for marriage, they don't have none for relationships. So we dating and we have children, and we're introducing these children to these people who are not permanent. And then now because when those kids get attached, especially when that person is actually coming in giving them genuine love. But when that shit breaks apart, now not only you got to worry about them and yourself dealing with that emotional damage, you got to worry about the child. So
But
I
it-
think
And
it
the
is
women
important.
don't even care about the emotional.
But in
damage.
that situation, like, because I've heard both sides. I've heard people say it's not good to stay together for the kids. Then I heard people say it is good. So I guess it's a personal preference, because you got people that stay together for the sake of the kids, but they still hate each other. You know what I'm saying? And this
Okay,
and that.
Rich.
But then you got some that. So I still, at the end of the day, it's still a personal preference.
Okay, Richie D. Put Rich comment up there. Rich said, he said, well, finally pulled the trigger. Yeah. Y'all don't know if y'all remember my trainer, Show Enough Fitness, man. Shout out to my guy over at Show Enough Fitness, bro. Y'all know they always get me right. But he was up here, he was engaged at the time. But now he said he finally, and congratulations again, bro. I saw the post, all that stuff, bro. I'm happy for you. We done had plenty of conversations. I'm proud of you, man. But so he said, well, finally pulled the trigger. Myself and I believe it's not the end game, but the beginning. The end game is making it the final stage of this life. And I respect that, and I salute you for that, brother. But again, like Jay does say, and really the whole basis of this conversation, man, is really preference. It's really preference, man. Some people prefer that, like you said, it be the beginning and making it the end game for this life. You know, for some people, it's just a accolade to say I did it. For some people don't want it at all, man. I got a homegirl, man, that she don't want to get married. She don't have no kids. You know what I'm saying? She's not looking for a 6-figure job. You know what I'm saying? She want to be comfortable and content in her life, what she got going on. That's her end game. That's her ultimate. That's what she desires, and that's strictly on her preference, bro. So
I think
it's nothing wrong
marriage
with
is
it.
not for young people nowadays, because you got niggas running around talking about 40 is the new 20. You know what I mean? So I think motherfuckers don't need to be getting married until they about 50, bro. Somebody to make sure, yo, we both made it. We ain't died, whatever. You get sick, I got you. I get sick, you got me. That's the contract. I'm not laying no good dick, and you ain't giving no
At
good
that
pussy.
age, it's
Let's
just
be
companionship at
realistic.
that
Right.
age.
You know what I mean?
Right. It's companionship at that age.
We just gonna be companion, and we gonna make sure each other good going out.
But is there going to be a commitment there? Why I got to get married? Why can I have the companionship without the commitment?
Because by state law, when she leave, okay, I got your stuff. If you leave before me, I got your stuff. That's the deal. You know what I mean? But you want to be careful with that too, because a bitch of poison.
But you know what?
All right, you gonna be leaving in a couple months.
But you know what though? You got old people like senior citizens. They don't get married like after, like, say for instance, they widows and they on Social Security. They're not gonna get married again, because they do. They gonna cut off their Social Security check.
Yeah,
they get married.
So you can write a will and be like, yo, I'm
So,
gonna put you in the will. I'm gonna put you on my what's your face. But we gonna just, if you get sick, I got you. I get sick, you got here. We had a good, young, youthful life. Let's go on vacation together. Let's go eat. Let's get big together. Whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's when you should get married at 50. Now, if you say, yo, I want to raise some kids, then you get married. I should think you should get married at 20. Then by the time your kids 18,
you see that
but you want to have a family. Your kids get married, they turn 18, you 38. You still on your young nigga vibe if you want to at 38 and do your thing.
Hey, you see what Wendy say?
That's a whole new life.
Wendy said, I know more married men with the cheaper to keep a mentality than not, and then whole other relationships. Cause she only there for that purpose. They really don't want to be there.
But it's about the kids, and I feel that, and really,
and there's a lot of women that do it too.
Back in the day, when we talk about the old school marriages, that's what it was about. It was about, yo, we have to stay together for, number one, the community gonna look at us crazy if we get it's not no. Now we got a community. Now we go sign all type of bullshit.
And to be honest,
back then black people didn't do that. They looked down on you about doing certain shit.
But
like
I feel like this. To be honest, and
yo,
I may
what's
be
up,
wrong
Terrence?
for saying this, but everybody that's married has cheated at some point in the marriage.
You think so?
Yeah.
Because you got some
You
that be
think
like,
so?
I've never cheated on you. It may not have been like sexual, but you have.
Ooh, so I know,
Yeah.
I got people in my family that been married for like 25 plus
I'm
years.
sure they done steps. They done this. And
Ooh.
cheating, and I'm gonna say this because cheating isn't always you having sex with somebody.
But they
or-
saved and sanctified and Holy Ghost filled. Do you still think they did
It's
that
possible. Cheating is when you commit
I don't think so.
other things more than who you with. Like it could be a person. It could be you could cheat with your job, your career. You could cheat with finances. You could cheat.
But
It's
you,
more than
I don't
just
think they
sex.
went and started fucking nobody.
I mean-
fucking is like out of when you marry
You
and going to
realistically-
fuck.
you
You like
realistically
you don't
think-
smoke crack. Like I don't want to smoke some
So
crack.
you mean to
today.
tell me you realistically think that you gonna be with one woman for 40 years and never sleep with another one?
I mean, I've known people
That is
that have
not
said.
even realistic.
I've known
I
people
could
that
do
have
it.
said they haven't
I
done
was
it.
with my girl for about 8 years and I ain't sleep with nobody.
We
So
talking about 40
We
years.
said 40. We ain't say 8. We
But
said
I mean, at
40
the
years,
40,
bro.
at the 20, 30 year mark.
Ooh,
you
yeah,
ain't-
I would have been got me
Come
some
on,
young
40
pussy
years,
by
bro?
now. I
Come
would
on.
have got me some young
And-
I
pussy
wouldn't
by
do it.
now.
I wouldn't do it. 40 years, I wouldn't do it.
I'm not saying at 40 years now you can cheat. Within
Within
those 40 years,
years,
you
I
don't think that.
Okay, let me say this.
But would you accept the fact that your wife done cheated in them 40 years?
It'll probably crush.
But would you accept that fact? Even if you don't never find out about it, you just have a real
Okay,
come
I
to
wouldn't want to
Jesus
think about it.
moment to yourself.
Hey man, first, Hattiesburg in the building. Shout out to Terrence, man.
probably
He just
would've
got
went.
married Wednesday. Congrats, brother.
Oh, Terrence, you done got married. Oh, yeah,
Congrats.
Terrence done married a black woman. Good luck, buddy. You had a chance to get you a white woman by
Hey,
your complexion.
Hey, fuck what he's saying,
but you
Terrence.
want to go do the hard way.
Hey,
But
Terrence,
go
fuck-
ahead.
Terrence, fuck what
You
he's
gonna
saying.
learn the hard way,
Man,
buddy.
congratulations.
I'm about to
man.
give you. I'm about to give you some positive stats, Terrence. Because fuck what he talking about. Congratulations on your marriage. Like I said, the divorce rate is down, which means people who get married, they staying married. And do you want to know the average amount of time Americans are married? 19.9 years. That's average, man.
That's not that
For
long.
those who are staying married. So, Terrence, we're looking forward to your 20th anniversary, brother.
You gonna sing at the
And I'm gonna sing at the reception. I'm gonna do it on the low. Just get me a flight out there.
Hey,
I'm there.
Terrence, 20 years of married to a black woman, like 12 years a slave.
And on that note, we finna go ahead and tap out of here, man. Hey, I appreciate the conversation, y'all. It was a good conversation. I think that next week, hope y'all feeling a little vocal and y'all want to give me a call. But I appreciate it. I've been gone for a minute. I've been working on a lot, man. Got some new music coming out, got some videos coming out. You know, we got a lot that we're doing. So we appreciate y'all still rocking with us. We appreciate y'all still being here tonight. J-Dub, you go ahead and cue my music because you know I got to give them my final words of wisdom. And as we end episode 19, man, what's the ultimate? You know, preference, man. Preference and timing. Everybody's preference is different. Everybody's timing is different. And I'm gonna leave y'all with a quote. I heard this today. Said I'd rather arrive to the party late and be able to stay rather than being on time and having to leave early. I'm Jay Larry, man. It's been another intimate conversation. I see you when I see you.
All right, man. All back.
Tell me what can I do to get the chance for you to love me forever. Watching you smile when on FaceTime, wishing we can be closer, but that'll take time. You busy chasing the bag, I admire your hustle, girl, you a bad chick. You probably wonder why I didn't say bitch, and I never will. And if another nigga do, you know I shoot to kill. Let me get off that, and girl, you all that in a bag of chips, I mean it. Ain't nobody else gonna never come between it when it comes to me and you, girl, it's different connections. Got all these bitches hating and all of these niggas guessing from day one. I know that you were the one for me. All of my dark days, girl, you were the sun for me. And we done been through the mud, nobody knows, but even diamonds gotta get pressure before they glow. I wanna thank you for loving me the way you do. I mean it for forever when I say I love you. We don't say my love, no, but I want you to know how much I love you. So, baby girl, it's your smile, the way you walk, the way you talk. It's everything about you to make all my dreams come true. Just love me forever. Just love me forever. Love me forever. Tell me what can I do to get the chance for you. Love me forever. Just love me forever. Yeah. Just love me forever. Yeah. Tell me what can I do to get the chance to you? Love me forever. Just love me forever. Just love me forever. Tell me what can I do to get the chance for you? Love me forever.